Good evening, darlings. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my little humble home on wheels, Mr. George ROGERBOTTY, and welcome to Monday Night Live. And yes, this particular Monday, we are not away. We are not having shenanigans. We've been, God, I've been bored. It was all right to begin with. And then I remembered why I go away on a Monday. Oh my God, the long dark tea time of the soul kicks in, and terrible. Earlier on was okay. I've been productive. I've been doing life admin. I've got some things done that should have been done quite a while ago. What do you mean, plum watch? Oh God, here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. Yeah, and then you just get into the late afternoon, early evening bit, and you think, oh my God, oh, I wish I was at work. I wish I was at. Oh, I should have got away in Netty. I should have just nipped up to Longstone Edge or something, shouldn't I? But bugger it, bugger it. Think of the money saved, money that will come in very handy in a few weeks' time. I've saved a good few quid by not going to Southport today. And yeah, I can put that to some good use. But welcome, 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 welcome. And I am thoroughly, thank God you're here to rescue me. I am thoroughly looking forward to spending the next 2 hours in your company. And not just in your company, because we are also I've forgotten Sean's box. Well, we're being joined by our perennial and permanent pals, a pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. We're not being joined by Two-Ton Ted, the Tenting Tin, or the Netty Petty Piss, but they are all up on the sulking shelf. But Sean's box will join us, as always. It will assume the pounding position, and it is now ready for a jolly good scene to. And of course, we have got the community portable telephonic electronic device upon which you could, many would argue should, and I jolly well hope will, leave a voice note for the delectation and indeed delight of your fellow bugs, your fellow members of my innermost scrotum, if you don't mind me saying so, Steve Bunce, and Mr. Bunce, Bunsey, Big Daddy, I apologise that Matron is going to sit on your head for simply existing. And believe me, I feel your pain because my head is going to become part of a buttock sandwich because Tracy, Matron, and her sister, Emma Lemon, of the eponymous YouTube channel Emma Lemon, are both going to offer up one buttock to jointly sit on my head because I did something dreadful in their eyes. So in return, they're going to do something dreadful in my eyes, possibly quite literally, seeing as they're going to be sitting on my head. However, I will endeavour to have my head facing downwards so that they are sitting on the back of my head. Because, well, I mean, the mind boggles. God, imagine where my nose could end up. Goodness gracious me. What a thought, what a thought, what a thought, what a... Well, what a thought. Anyway, well, what was I banging on about? Oh, yes, the things that we're being joined by and not being joined by. I've completely lost track. Where did I get to in my kerfuffle, my rubbish that I taught? Oh, it's not wine o'clock yet. It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. We're joined by things. You can leave a doings for 2 hours that we have been blessed with. Well, this is what I thought, prompted by a couple of things. One is that I was pinged earlier this evening by Paula. As always, she was full of hope. And she was quite emotional. She watched a very old live stream. Let me see if the date is on it. It was, you know, back in the days of the old thumbnail, a very old thumbnail. It was when I was putting "was" in brackets after the event. Hang on, let me find the date. Just out of interest, let me see if there was a date on the live stream. Ah, there is. Oh, hang on. I need my binoculars on to see the bloody date. I keep forgetting I'm old. Right. Right, the live stream was from the 19th of April 2024. So that's over 2 years ago. And it made her cry. Apparently, I was quite open and raw about my childhood, my siblings, and the death of my father and such things. And that all came as news to Paula. And that kind of surprised me a bit because I consider us to be good friends now, very good friends. And, you know, when you've got a good friend, you think, well, they know everything about you, especially when you're a YouTubist and you rattle on about your life night after night after night. But no, that all came as news to her. And also prompting this thought, some comments on a recent video with people who don't know that I used to be a singist. And I thought I've banged on about that endlessly, surely in live streams and videos. But of course, new people come along. So tonight, I thought running through tonight, we could do a live Q&A. So if you are new or relatively new to the channel, and you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me about anything at all, or anything that you've heard mentioned that you would like me to expand on, or just anything you're curious about, ask away. We've got 2 hours. So, yeah, go mad, go mad. I just thought I'd put that out there because not everybody has been watching these live streams forever. Now, some people, Peter P springs to mind, they know me better than I know myself, quite literally. We have that ridiculous situation where somebody will ask me something about me or about my life, and I'll say, I can't remember. Peter? and he'll answer it. But yeah, so I thought we'd do that tonight. Maybe interesting for some people who are newer to the channel. And, you know, maybe the old hands won't mind too much having to listen to the same old doings for God knows the 49th time or whatever. Oh, lovely water. So let's just spank straight into the comments, shall we? Let's see who's with us. Joining us tonight in no particular order of appearance, merit, height, or bra size, we have Carl of the Lockpick, the lovely Richard Paulie Galtieri, Peter P, Stew 69 3K, the fabulous Yasmin, who's back from download. Mike P, the lovely Mike P, Pop 57, that's the fabulous Pauline, of course. Matron, good evening, pop-ins, pop-outs, pop-ups, pop-downs, and pop-overs. Good evening, Matron, community matriarch, of course, and owner-operator of the community bosom. What a bosom it is. Jamesy, the Jamesy boy, good evening to you, sir. Dean Singer is with us. Good evening, Dean. Yes, do wallop the like button. Why not? Go mad. Come on. Let's all hit the like button tonight. I don't normally ask, but I will do tonight. Be so kind as to slam buster that blinking like button. Captain Nemo Poker, a very good evening to you, sir. Pardon me while I give the hooter a quick evacuation. Evacuation and jubilation. I want the world to know I've blown my nose for you. Congratulations and salutations. I was cleared by the U-Tree report, even though I'm actually very guilty, and that's why I sold my house and moved abroad to somewhere where they don't have an extradition treaty. Allegedly. And I may or may not be referring to the well-known public figure, Riff Pilchard. Dirty old man. Oh dear. Boaty's in his smoking jacket. Don't know why, says Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel Emma Lemon, and a very good evening to you. But for some reason, I really fancy a plum. Well, after wine a clack, you never know your luck, do you? Oh. No, not a chipolata, Peter P. How dare you? Matron enjoyed a Frankfurter earlier. A grower and not a shower, says Richard. This is correct. This is correct. If you've ever wondered about my private elements, then I am happy to confirm, without the aid of wine, that I am an anteater, not a helmet, and I'm a grower and not a shower. There you go. That's more information than you ever really were going to feel comfortable with, isn't it? Billy Joe, good evening to you, and that is exceedingly kind of you to say. How could you have been bored, Boaty? I sent you a 2 times A4 page essay for your eyeballs to enjoy. Well, yes, I'm a very quick reader, matron. I am a very quick reader, but I did read every word. I haven't argued. I haven't demurred. I haven't done anything. I'm going to be a good boy, and I'm going to try my very best to do exactly what I was told. So thank you. And thank you, Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon. And thank you to all of the members of my various production teams, management teams, and of course, moderation teams. Thank you for the fine and splendid work that you do. And thank you for being the gravy on this community sausage and mash. Apart from matron, she's the blob of horseradish sauce. If you don't mind me saying so, Steve Bunce. I can't stop saying that now. It just amuses me. For no particular reason. It just amuses the absolute arse out of me. And I'm never, ever going to be able to stop saying that. Carl Burton, a very good evening to you. Hugh Laurie, goodness me. Steph, good evening, Steph. How the devil are you, my lovely? Yes, Roger Cook has coughed it today. He was in his 80s. It's not a bad innings, but, you know, he probably would have liked to have been in his 90s. Somebody else was in trouble as well tonight. Who was it? Oh, what's her name? Welsh girl, Swansea girl, or Cardiff. Singist. Bonnie Tyler. Bonnie Tyler. She's poorly. She's been in a coma. She's out of the coma now, but she's still dangerously ill. So bless her. I was bored waiting for it. That is true. That is true. Matron would like you all to know that she's had too much mustard on her Frankfurter. And that could be literal. It could be metaphorical. This is Matron we're talking about. And she is no stranger to, well, quite frankly, debauchery. Absolute debauchery. Dan Fango joins us, and that is always a joy. Good evening to you, sir. Raven is with us. Good evening. Boaty is exercising temperance this evening, says Billy Joe, with not inconsiderable astonishment. It's not wine o'clock yet. I don't touch it before 11. Well, I rarely touch it before 11 o'clock. And when I do, all hell lets loose. All hell lets loose. Some people sitting here watching this will have seen what happens when I start before 11 o'clock. That's still my favourite live stream ever. Still my favourite live stream ever. The totally drunken one. I still don't know how I did that night. I mean, fair play to me. I've told you before that I have some proud boast. I might not be the best cook in the world. Well, in fact, there's no might about it. I am not the best cook in the world. But since the passing of dear old Keith Floyd, God rest him, I am officially the best drunk cook in the world. I can cook amazing dishes when I am absolutely hog whimperingly drunk. I might not be able to talk, I might not be able to walk, but I will still make an amazing dish of food. it's amazing what I can still do when I'm incredibly drunk. And that live stream that I'm referencing was a fine example of that. Now, I was absolutely hammered a good couple of hours before, well, I was well on the way, a good couple of hours before that live stream even started. And yet I managed to get through an entire live stream. Oh God, it was funny. It's the only live stream I've ever watched back. And I've watched it back 4 or 5 times now. I do find it incredibly amusing because I know what was going on in my head. But, you know, when you're drunk, you don't deal with things in the... And not only did I get through the live stream, it was only my second night in NETTY. Not only did I get through the live stream, after the live stream, I continued drinking. I cooked, and I don't mean I pinged something in the microwave. I wasn't doing that then in NETTY. I actually cooked. I made homemade Chinese chicken curry and fried rice whilst so drunk that, oh my God. And then, I got myself safely into the pottering pit on my second night when, oh, that's the kind of thing that they should give out Olympic gold medals for and a Blue Peter badge. I should get an Olympic gold medal for drunkenness. I should be an Olympic champion at the being drunk event because I am a great drunk. I'm funny, I'm affectionate, I don't start fights. I'm a brilliant drunk. I'm quite proud of that. Well, seeing as I'm wearing my smoking jacket, I can give my binoculars a bit of a wipe, can't I? There we go. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Gone. Our buttocks, says Matron, will be around your ears, Boaty. Tracy to the left of me, Emma to the right. Here I am, stuck in the buttocks with you. Oh, the mind boggles. Never mind the buttocks. I see, says Bunga Bunga Partey, and a very good evening to you. Boaty is dressed like Hugh Hefner to woo the ladies. I don't think any ladies are going to be particularly wooed. I want to be wooed. You can be as wooed as you like with me, darling. What was that from? I'm trying to think what that was from. It was from something. I didn't invent that. Yeah, I don't think any ladies are going to be particularly impressed by my apparel this evening. I'm just comfortable. We're old friends. I'm comfortable hanging out with you in my nightwear. It's nice. I like doing it in NETTY. Carol is with us. Carol, the lovely Carol. See you. Very good evening to you. Curiosity killed the cat. Oh, good 80s group. Curiosity killed the cat. And the lead singer was Ben Volpellier, I want to say. Ben Volpellier. Somebody fact check me. I might be wrong. Oh, a question. Oh, good. I hope I get some questions tonight. They can be Hedgehog of Truth questions if you like, or just questions. Please do send in your questions. Any question you care to name. I will enjoy answering them. Bicycle or cars? Your preference if you had to choose only one. What? Now? Cars. Obviously. At a different time in my life, I would have given you a different answer. But absolutely cars now. It's a long time since I've been on a bicycle. Oh, Carol C, it's lovely to have you. The car you passed your driving test in, says Dean Singer. I passed my driving test in a Nissan Micra, the K10, the the old squarey one, it would have been something like an 88 or an 89 car, something like that. Memory seems to suggest it was on an F plate, which would make it 89, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So that was the car I passed my test in, and the day after I passed my test, my father bought me my first car, which was an Austin Ambassador 2-litre HLS, registration FFD 526Y. Yes, John Shuttleworth, it was an Austin Ambassador Y-Reg. Y-Reg, Y-Reg. Don't keep asking me Y-Reg, it just happened to be that year. And it was in silver with the kind of, well, I'll tell you what the upholstery was, the awful Draylon. It was, the interior was ROGERBOTTY brown. ROGERBOTTY brown, that wonderful early 80s ROGERBOTTY brown Draylon stuff. Paul Cooper, hello Boaty, can you speak Welsh? No, a bit, but no, really. And yet it's my mother tongue. English is my second language. I was born into a Welsh-speaking family in a Welsh-speaking village. We moved away when I was very small. My grandparents tried everything to keep my Welsh up, but it turned out to be to no avail. My father refused to speak Welsh. My father wasn't particularly proud of his Welsh heritage for some reason. I don't know why, but he lost the accent as soon as he could. And he never spoke Welsh. If he'd have continued speaking Welsh to me conversationally, then I would have kept my Welsh. I did speak Welsh when I was very, very young, but no. What I had has been long forgotten. I can understand a bit. I mean, I haven't heard Welsh for quite a while. Certainly when I went to my grandparents' funerals, which were conducted in Welsh, I understood more than I thought that I would. No is the honest answer to that. I can pronounce Welsh things correctly, although I know that you're all going to start shouting Llandudno, but I can pronounce Welsh correctly. And, you know, I know the obvious Welsh things. I mean, I can sing Sospen Fach because, you know, if you're Welsh, you're born knowing Sospen Fach. But yeah, long answer to a short question, no. And I am quite ashamed of that. I'm quite ashamed of that. I picked up languages during my life. I was again, you lose them with age and lack of practice. You do lose them. But I was totally fluent in French, reasonably fluent in Italian. I knew enough German to get by. I spoke a little Ukrainian, my Mandarin Chinese, that was there a little bit. All of that going on, but not my mother tongue. So that's quite shameful, really, isn't it? Lady Angela is with us. See, I told you Peter P knows everything. So before I got a chance to answer, somebody asked what I passed my driving test in. Peter P's answered it. I don't need to answer these questions. Peter P will have answered them all before I get to them. Right, challenge for you. Feature number 3. Try and ask a question that Peter P can't answer. Oh dear. My legs were indeed steeled by long hours in the saddle over the Alps, over the Pyrenees, over the Brecon Beacons, over the Malverns, over the Cotswolds. Oh God, my two training areas in the UK were the Malverns and the Cotswolds, and oh my God, so many memories of Dovers, Fish, Saintbury. Oh, I hated Dovers. I hated Dovers. Hedgehog of Truth, in which town were you born? I was born in, well, Hedgehog of Truth, technically I was born in Birmingham. Technically I was born in Birmingham. That's what's on my birth certificate, but I wasn't supposed to be because my parents weren't living in Birmingham, and I never admit to that. I never admit to Birmingham being my place of birth. Because it shouldn't have been. It wasn't supposed to be. I was very nearly born in Snowdrift on the, I think it was the Devil's Staircase. But no, I was born at, what's it? Oh, I've forgotten what it's called. The maternity hospital in Moseley. Oh, damn you asking me a Hedgehog of Truth question where I've had to admit that, because I never admit that to anybody. It's a very, very, very closely guarded secret. Don't tell anybody. Whenever anybody asks me that, I always say that I was born in Pontnesfechen. But no. Oh, well done. You got me there. You got me to admit something. You got me to admit something. Oh, Carol C., what have you done? Mike P says, Emma, you and Boaty could do a lovely video on a tandem bicycle. I've got unhappy memories of tandems. Good evening, Steph. Yes. Oh, a few people have tickled the like button. Thumbus erectus, as the Romans might say. The Goodies rode a trandem, says Stu. Yeah, the Goodies rode. Yeah, they had a 3-up, didn't they? I don't know, Bunga Bunga Pate. Why does everyone want to talk about Boaty's meat and two veg every time he wears a dressing gown? I don't know, because they've nobody's ever seen anything. Well, I mean, some people have, but not actually on a live stream. Allegedly, some people not a million miles away from this live stream right now saw things in the kitchen in Windy Bum, allegedly. But you know, you can take that with a pinch of salt, possibly. Good to be here, says Josh, and it's very good to have you. Trawler Captain Grimsby, good evening to you. Why not replace the name Steve Bunce with a different name of your choosing to make it more personal to you? Because it's a Buncey thing. He says it all the time. So he pops into my head when I say it. You know, I pick up sayings off other people's sometimes. I don't mean to do it. I don't do it on purpose. It's like an earworm. Suddenly, sometimes for no reason at all, just something somebody says goes into my ear and never ever leaves my head again, like Nicki Minaj. And it's like that, if you don't mind me saying so. And I can't help, it's like a Tourettean thing. I have to say Steve Bunce after it. I can't help myself. It's physically impossible for me not to do it, if you don't mind me saying so, Steve Bunce. You listen to any of his interviews, radio shows, podcasts, television, he's always saying it. He says it every third word. You are a man of iron will and discipline, Boaty, says Billy Joe. That's debatable. That is debatable. Sherry, good evening to you, my lovely. Indeed, the clouds don't part until wine o'clock. Oh, bring on wine o'clock. Oh, yeah. Bless you, Ange, and bless Red. The loss of Keith was devastating to us all indeed. I've hung up my pots in mourning, says Billy Joe. I was a massive fan of Keith Floyd. I do have culinary heroes, and they are Keith Floyd. My biggest culinary hero and influence, Jennifer Patterson. Absolutely, Jennifer Patterson. Oh, what a woman. What a woman. But yeah, Keith was magic. Oh, I was right. It was Swansea, Bonnie Tyler. Yeah, I'm sure we all hope. I'm sure we all hope she pulls through. Lord Baverstock, the fabulous Phil. A very good evening to you. Oh, Sherry, I'm glad that you're glad that I'm not a helmet. Oh, trawler Captain Grimsby now lives in Spain. Can you say the alphabet when you are drunk, Boaty? Asked Dean Singer. Easily. I can even sing it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Admittedly, I'm not drunk now, but if you remind me, I'll do it later on when I am a bit tipsy. Who would be your drunken competitors? Good question. Good question. Good question. Oh, they're all dead, aren't they? I mean, Richard Harris, Richard Burton, Oliver Reed, Jennifer Patterson, Keith Floyd, all gone. Oh, and mention that Bunga Bunga Partey says, I would love to see and observe Boaty and Oliver Reed on the lash. That would be epic. It would. It would. He is. Yes, he is indeed. He is indeed. Oh, really, Carol C? Roy Hattersley died today. His spitting image was funny. Yes, rocking Roy splatters me Hattersley. That makes me very sad because Roy Hattersley lived, right, you know Longston Edge, where I've been several times in Netty. Well, if you think back to Longston Edge, you know the village that the road to Longston Edge goes out of, which is called Great Longston. Obviously, you know, Longston. Roy Hattersley lived in Great Longston. I used to see him every morning when he was walking his dog. That was back in the day when I was on the ambulances. And he was a very, very nice man, a gentleman and a gentleman. So I'm very sad to hear of that. He must have been a good age, but again, the older I get, the more I realise that, you know, saying, well, that's a good innings, it's never going to be as good at innings as you would like it to be. So it's kind of no mitigation. Oh well, he was 99. Yeah, he might have wanted to be 100 and get a telegram from the king. Oh well. Um, Roy Hattersley, bless him. God bless. Da, da, da. Richard says Boaty has the option to lie for a standard question. If you want truth answers, add HOT to the start of your question. Absolutely. FFD 526Y silver wedge. It was you. It was indeed. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Yasmin. There was indeed plenty of room in the back seat, Billy Joe. Bum, 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 bum. Blimey, in 1976, Datsun 120Y. Blimey. Just trying to think. Quentin Wilson swapped one of those for a packet of Benson and Hedges. True story. Deborah Fleming, good evening. Hello, Boaty. Where are your father's ashes scattered? They're not scattered anywhere. Um, and I'm not going to tell you the reason why, because that wasn't a Hedgehog of Truth question, so I don't have to. Same, says Dean. Can read Welsh, cannot translate much of it. Oh, you posh so-and-so, Richard. Your first car was an E30 BM 325 SE. Blimey. I'm sure the ladies would like to hear a poetry recital from you, Boaty. They've heard a few. Head of truth question from Sherry. You answered my question about the children, but I didn't ask, was Maggie a lot older than you? Not a lot older. She was 8 years older than me. 8 years older than me. How did you meet? On my favorite dating website, which was called UDate, back in the day. I was back in the UK for a short period of time, visiting my parents and stuff. And I did what I normally did. I always had the same dating technique. I jumped onto the dating site, narrowed down by, some kind of geographical thing, narrowed it down by age, picked the best looking one, and asked them out for dinner that evening. On that particular occasion, Mags was the best looking woman on the website. Pinged her, asked her out for dinner. We met up that night. I drove from Redditch up to Chesterfield, and met her in a pub that's no longer there now. And the rest, as they say, is history. How long were you engaged? How long were we engaged? About, I can't remember exactly, but about 3 weeks, something like that. Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah, we'd parted, we'd split up, and we were living apart when we decided to get engaged. And it was only a couple of weeks after that that we got married on my 36th birthday. And was she who you lived in Chicago with? No, 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 no. That was Robin. That was the lovely Robin. Definitely not Mags. Mags has never been to Chicago. Plenty of spit to say Llanelli. Oh, Christ, Jeff D, I'm not reading that out. Peter is Boaty's backup memory. Absolutely. I was born under a wandering star. Oh, God, more Welsh. Cousin Helen is Boaty's relative and legend. Yeah, she's not strictly speaking my cousin. She's like a second cousin twice removed or something like that. But we've always been cousins. And of course now she is the community cousin. Bloody hell, Mustard's here. Captain Mustard of the not remotely eponymous YouTube channel Project Nigel. Spoiler alert, he's got a Mercedes. Wow, he's got a beard. Well, a very small, tiny one. Not a beard like a fierce Norse god like your good self, Mustard. Mosley, very bohemian. I don't think Mosley was boho back then. It became boho, definitely, absolutely. I had my first date with the ballerina whose name must not be mentioned. That took place in Mosley Village, believe it or not. Oh, thank you, Carol C. Thank you for liking the stream. Peter is Boaty's hard drive. Yes, something like that. Something like that. Sperling Gaz, evening, fine people, and a very good evening to you. Nicky's Minaj whispered in your ear, lucky dog. Where's Tonic tonight? I don't know, Steph, but one thing's for sure and certain. Wherever he is and whatever he's doing, he'll damn well pop up just as I'm within a second of saying goodnight. Take Boaty's genitals with a pinch of salt. Really, says Mustard. Well, not too much salt. It's not good for you. You need a bit, but they'd shrivel like when you add it to slugs and snails, asked Matron. Oh. Oh, the Galloping Gourmet. I remember him. I remember him. Stella Bingley, a very good evening to you, the lovely Stella. Do you read books? Asked Paul Cooper. Do I read books? Yes, but not as voraciously as I used to do. I was an incredibly voracious reader. For years and years and years, I would read at least a book a day. I'm an exceptionally quick reader. I was brought up in a house that was full of books in every room, literally from floor to ceiling. And somehow I've got out of the habit of reading new books. I have a handful of favourites that I read, and now I don't have the room for a massive library. I do have books here, and I do read them, but I don't read as voraciously as I once did. I think, I don't know, I suppose other things have come up. The internet came along, didn't it? Stuff came along to replace it. Boaty, have you ever served a custodial sentence? Well, that wasn't asked as a Hedgehog of Truth question, but I will answer it under the auspices of the Hedgehog of Truth. No, no, I haven't, Deborah. No, I haven't. Because I'm not a criminal and have never been a criminal. I've been arrested a couple of times. But I've never been charged with anything. Oh, well, I mean, actually, does that count as a charge? I did get a caution once. Does that count as being charged with something? But no, I have never served a custodial sentence. Thank God. Thank God. Wouldn't be so bad now. But oh, I wouldn't have wanted to do it when I was younger. I was far too pretty. I would not have had a good time. I would not have had a good time. It is, Simon C. It is a shame about the Welsh. Oh, you learned Welsh at secondary school and you're fluent. Well done, you. Because if you're not born into it, it's an impossible language to learn. Simone is with us, hooked on classics. Hello, my lovely. Hedgehog of Truth question. What is the word you're promoting for Wordle tomorrow? Because today's was shit. Yeah, I didn't use it for today's, by the way. All right, I'll give you a word for tomorrow. What did I give you last night? I gave you cough, I think. Okay, well, tomorrow's starter for 10 in Wordle, I will give you... Oh, here's a nice one. Pleat. 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 There you go. Let me know how you get on. And I'm sorry today's was crap. King Charles unpopular? Absolutely not. Hedgehog of Truth question from Trawley Captain Grimsby. Have you ever been struck off or been made bankrupt? Yeah. I've never been personally bankrupt. Well, not, I've been personally skint, but I've never personally gone bankrupt. Have I ever been struck off? Yes. Bloody hell, curse you lot with your Hedgehog of Truth questions, although it is a matter of public record. I was struck off by Companies House I was struck off from being a company director for 5 years, I believe it was. So, yes, but not personally bankrupt. Was the piggy bank officially named yet? Good question, Raven. Well, I suppose we'll have to call that poll at some time. I can tell you that there are two clear leaders. There are two clear leaders. Now, the one in front is the Netty Petty Pig Pot. And I think people have gone for that because it means that I have to sing, oh, you Netty Petty Pig Pup, Netty Petty Pig Pup. And you know I'm going to cock it up. I'm so used to singing Netty Petty Piss Pup that I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I? Now, the last time I looked, that had about 31 votes. But in a relatively close second place was another one of my favourites. I love this, Christopher Piggins. I love Christopher Piggins. And that was about 5 or 6 votes behind. And then, excuse me. And then nothing else was remotely close. I mean, I suppose in a way the right one is winning because Netty Petty Pig Pup, there's a song to go with that. There's a song to go with that. And the name will probably never get used anyway, will it? It's going to be, when we're in Netty, people are going to be ringing in and they're just going to be saying, pound that pig. That's what it's bound to be, isn't it? It's alliterative. Pound that pig. Like, oh, God, if it's Simone, could be like, oh, God. Again, the mind boggles. But I will be perfectly happy with the Netty Petty Pig Pup. We'll probably call that, well, I tell you what, we'll call it next time we go away in Netty. The poll can run for another week. Hedgehog of Truth question from Jeff D. Boaty, have you ever been struck by lightning? No. Oh, it was doubt, I said. Was it doubt? Oh, not cough. Okay. No, I've never been struck by lightning. Touch wood. Those aren't real wood. Sean's box is real wood. That'll be fine. Good evening, Simone. Mustard has the crocodile of consequences. Oh, there we are. Dating sites are scams now, says Stu. Not mine. Mine wasn't. Mine was upfront and kosher. I still own that, by the way. Oh, it's Deborah saying good night. Good night, my lovely. Hedgehog of Truth question. Have you ever been an extra on a TV or film production? Not an extra, no. But I've been in... Have I ever been in a film? No. But I've been in TV, but not as an extra. Have I been in a film? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Niska, good evening, Niska. Netty news. Not much in the way of Netty news. I'm not in her. She's sitting there she's full of petrol to the brim. Her electrics are all charged up. She's got a full gas bottle. She's ready to go, but yeah, no particular news. Oh, thank you, Simone. I'll get to that in a second. I'll play that when we have an intermission. Oh, and there's an intermission coming up. This hour has whisked by, hasn't it? Boaty, are you going to... Oh, I don't think that was aimed at me. I think that was aimed at Mustard. Can I speed read, asks Dean. I'm an incredibly quick reader. Like, incredibly quick. They do speak Welsh in Patagonia because there is a strong Welsh contingent there. They all went out there. I'm glad that's not a Hedgehog of Truth question. No, certainly not. Absolutely not. What? I should, Coco. Andrew Buttigieg joins us. I was Butty as was. I prefer Christopher Piggins, says Jamesy. I liked Christopher Piggins. When I first read it, I said I like Christopher Piggins. I think people are going for the Netty Petty Pig Pup because for the song thing, I think Christopher Piggins is fabulous. I love that. But while we're thinking about such things, I am still set on Mrs. Nocty for Kay Kamper's emotional support duck. Pound that pig and make it sequel, says Jamesy, and I think that was meant to be squeal. But yeah, that's bad. We're bound to get that, aren't we? Matt W, good evening to you. Hedgehog of Truth question from Mustard. Is there a chance that everything want and believe now will be replaced by something you currently hate in about 16 months? I don't understand that. Is there a chance that everything want and believe now? I don't get that. Help me out, somebody. Oh, right. Is it kind of that? No, I don't do about that. It hasn't happened with carveries. Oh, 5 minutes to wine a clack. No, I don't think that everything that I currently want and believe will be replaced by something I currently hate in 16 months. I don't think so. Um, I am taken by surprise sometimes. Oh, everything I want and believe now. Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I will always believe what I believe now. Everything that I want. Well, things can change because if you'd have told me 16 months ago that I would be loving motorhoming and living in a caravan and doing off-grid stuff, I probably would have been somewhat surprised. So I don't think so, but you never know. You never know, do you? I don't love a carvery. I don't love. Well, oh God, that's awkward. Okay, the last carvery I had, I didn't despise it. The meat was nice. Um, you know, it is what it is for the money. But oh God, right, I'm going out for an intermission. If you're all going to start banging on about me loving carveries, and when I come back, hopefully it'll be wine and clack. Right, talk amongst yourselves for a while. Admitted online before. Damn that hedgehog of truth and his ineffable powers. Back in a sec. Ugh. Well, that was half an intermission. I'll have the other half at 1:30. Right, how we doing time wise? Oh, look at that! It's 1 minute to wine a clack. It's 1 minute to wine a clack. That makes me very happy, darlings. That makes me very happy indeed. Um, Where did we get to? Oh, we were banging on about bloody carveries, weren't we? Oh, well, sod that. Is it? This minute's taken a long time. Oh, it'll be wine o'clock by the time I poured it. Oh, can I start to pour it before wine o'clock, though? I don't think I can. I don't think I'm allowed to. Oh, Frickles. Frickles. Keg on one. Evening all. Oops, forgot it was an early start. Right. That's it. Wine o'clock. Here we go. Here we go, darlings. Let the fun times commence. Oh, and have a look at my posh wine cabinet. Can you see it? If I like lean back there. Oh, and I'm on a promise. I have got in my posh wine cabinet a bottle of Chablis, my favourite wine. And Nigel, of the lovely Nigel and Shirley, who you won't know, they very, very rarely, hardly ever, speak on a live stream, but they come to all of the community meetups, the community Sunday lunches. That's tonight's tipple, by the way, because this one was on offer and my normal one wasn't, so we're having this one. They bought me that beautiful bottle of Chablis and presented it to me at a community Sunday lunch. Incredibly kind of them. They always bring a bottle. They always bring a bottle for me. As do Ange and Phil, bless them, and as other people have as well. And they berated me at the most recent community lunch for not drinking them, for just leaving them up there in my posh wine cupboard. I've got some over here as well that you can't see. And I said, well, I like having, just checking my glasses aren't underneath my fat ass. I said, I like having posh wine in stock. It makes me feel rich. And they said, oh, but we want you to drink them. We want you to enjoy them. He said, right, I tell you what, you drink the Chablis and I will replace it for you. So I said, I'm not going to say no to that. So next Monday, when I will be away, it will be a multiple celebration. It will be the celebration of the solstice, because, yeah, we'll be hoovering downhill towards winter. The nights will be getting shorter. And we will be celebrating my complete ownership of NETTY. A payment went out today, as it has done every Monday for, well, God, it seems like forever. It's taken me a while to get her paid off. However, payment went out today. A week today, I'm going to do a double payment. It should be that there are 2 more payments, you see, but I want it to finish on the nearest Monday to the solstice because, yeah, the solstice has some meaning for me. So I'm going to make a double payment. I trust I'm going to make a double payment. I hope I've got the bloody money now. I've been banging on about this. So next Monday will be celebrating the solstice, celebrating finally my complete ownership of NETTY. NETTY will be paid off 1 week today, and I will be celebrating friendship because I will be with my lovely friends Jen, Ange, and Phil. So that bottle of Chablis, that's getting drunk. That's getting drunk a week today, and Nigel has promised to replace it. And so there we go. The next community meetup, the 5th of July, darlings. It's only less than 3 weeks away now. Don't miss it. You'd be mad to miss it. It's at the Hyde Hotel, 12 o'clock, Sunday it's Sunday the 5th, isn't it? Sunday the 5th. Yeah. Hyde Hotel, Baslow Road, in between Chesterfield and Baslow. You can park overnight on the car park if you've got a camper or motorhome, or you can hang out here at Lickpenny, or if you want to stay, you can stay at the hotel itself. It's not too badly priced, and it's a nice base to explore the peak. or you can just rock up for the lunch itself and then bugger off. Somebody asked for Netty news, and there is none, but there is community camper news. Yes, darlings, don't forget, we are getting a community camper. How exciting is that? That's a rhetorical question. It's enormously exciting. And plans have been made for the doings of that. So if you turn up to the, well, as of less than 3 weeks' time, the community camper will be here, sorted, taxed, insured, MOT'd, ready to go. Well, not ready to go, because we're going to have to sort out the bits and pieces for inside her, aren't we? But ready for inspection. And then we can really get cracking and decide what we're going to put in it. I've not looked at it. Well, I've looked at stuff, but not doing anything in advance. It's a community thing, so we can decide together. And I hope you will get involved, even if you're never going to use it. I hope you will get involved, because it's a community thing, and it would be lovely if everybody put their 10 penneth in. Right. Wine time. Wine o'clock. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful. Ladies, do not be taken unawares. Keep your wits about you. Keep your hands firmly on your halfpennies. That's my advice. And above all, to each and every one of you, with joy in my heart, excitement at the prospect, I've got a succulent Chinese takeaway. The one up thing about spending a Monday night at home, I get my succulent, lovely Chinese takeaway. It's so nice. I've had the usual. I don't even ask for it. She just says, the usual, yes, please. And as usual, I will make my own rice to save a couple of pounds. But yeah, it's sitting there looking at me with, as always, some complimentary prawn crackers, because she likes me because I speak a little bit of Chinese. Anyway, with joy in my heart and sincerity and integrity trumpeting out of my rearward-facing back bottom, get stuffed. Cheers, darlings. Here we go. Look out, Tom. Here it comes. Oh, I haven't had this one for a while. Let's see what we think. Oh, God, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. You know what? That's more refined than my usual. Why don't I always drink this? Oh, because it's not all... it's more expensive, isn't it? Unless it's on offer. God, that's nice. Oh, that really is nice. It's just got an extra sheer of refinement. It's velvety. Oh, it's nice. Oh, that's very nice. I will enjoy working my way down that bottle. Right, let's get back to your comments. We got to Cairngorm, forgetting it was an early start, didn't we? Hedgehog of Truth question from Trawley Captain Grimsby. Does too many Hedgehog of Truth questions get to you? No, quite the opposite. I love them. Hedgehog of Truth from Carol C. Were you the youngest child in your family? No, but I kind of am, because I'm the only surviving child. So that's kind of a yes and no. Hedgehog of Truth question from Carol C. What age were you when you lost your virginity? Who with and where? Right. I'm thinking about the age. 20 or 21. I honestly can't remember which. 20 or 21. Who with? Donna Louise Tranter. And where? In my bedroom at my parents' house. There you go. Another Hedgehog of Truth from Mustard. Does Hedgie miss his less demanding and more beardy previous master? I'm sure he does, Mustard. I'm sure he misses you very much. But I mean, honestly, he gets better treated here. He gets better treated with me. I mean, as lovely as the original Mr. George ROGERBOTTY was, I think we would all have to admit that Mr. George ROGERBOTTY II, because that is ROGERBOTTY's official name. This is Mr. George ROGERBOTTY II. There was a Mr. George ROGERBOTTY I. And I don't think anybody would deny that this is kind of a step up from the original Mr. George ROGERBOTTY. And I still wish I knew then what I knew now, because I would still have that caravan. And it would be, I'd have had Chris on it, and we would have made it an absolute showpiece and a massive community thing. If you ever get word that it's still about and up for grabs, Mustard, please let me know and I will genuinely buy it back. Although I should be giving it for free, seeing as they got it for free. I'd kind of like to do that. There will be a community caravan. There will be a community caravan. It's two berths that I can tow with CRABTREE, and I can learn to do caravanning in. There will be a community caravan. It'd be nice to get one that was a bit of a project. We'll get Chris involved in it. And I've told you before, Chris is genuinely excited about Kay Kamper. He is genuinely excited at getting stuck in and seeing what's what and what to do. He genuinely is. He's kind of doing it in and it's going to make great content as well, because he's kind of doing it in a, oh my God, what have you done? What are you presenting me with now? Kind of thing. But he's genuinely excited about it, because you know that Chris is bang on with the community. He loves the notion of what we're doing, which is why he's getting involved in it. And I'm delighted that he is getting work from the community as well. Quite a few of you that have caravans or campers or motorhomes, when you need something doing, you're getting Chris in to do it. So thank you for that. Please support Chris, because he is and will be supporting us. And it will be an us now, because the community camper, that's an us thing. And Chris is going to be heavily involved in that. Oh, excuse me. Wine burp. Oh, and a hiccup. My digestive system is falling apart, getting ready for the succulent Chinese takeaway. God, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I'm going to have lashings of white pepper on it. Lashings, I tell you. Hedgehog of Truth question from Andrea Buttigieg. Do you have any appendages, larger or smaller, than the other appendages on your person? I don't get that. Well, I don't know. I mean, my will is bigger than my nipples. So, yes, I suppose I do. My willy is bigger than my danglers, my plums. So, yeah. Heading of Truth question from Trawley Captain Grimsby. Have you ever played away from home? No, that's one thing I've never done. I have been absolutely 100% faithful to every single partner that I've ever had. I've never cheated in any way, shape or form, never wanted to, never thought about it, never contemplated it. And to the very best of my knowledge, I've never been cheated on either. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And I'm not saying that to make me sound like some kind of supermodel thing. It's just not in me. It wouldn't be in me to do it. And I would hate it if anybody did it to me. But no, absolutely not. Not even thought about it. Not even close. Not even not even looked, not even, no, absolutely not. If I wasn't, if I wasn't 100% utterly and exclusively invested in the woman that I was with, I wouldn't be with them. Yeah, no. And I don't like it in other people. I've got, and I don't really understand it. I've had male friends who put a beer in them and they'd poke anything. They've got amazing, beautiful missuses at home, and yet they want to stick their little winky into anything that will allow them. I don't get that. I don't get that. Don't get that at all. I've no, I've always just wanted to go home to mine. Thank you very much. And oh no, no. And if anybody, I would get really uncomfortable if anybody even began to flirt with me when I was in a relationship. No, absolutely not my thing. Here's a good truth question from Emma Lemon. How did the last potato you touched end up? God, what an interesting question. The last potato I touched. Right, I'm trying to think now. Because my dietary habits have changed since I've been living, since I've become homeless and living in a caravan. The last potato, right, it was a baby potato. What did I do with them? Oh, right. How did it end up? It ended up boiled and eaten. It was scrubbed, boiled, and eaten. Is the answer to that? It was the last. It was a Sunday lunch. However long ago, an economy pauper Sunday lunch, and I haven't had any potatoes since then. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure out how to be more. I need to do more cooking in the caravan. I'm doing what's convenient at the moment because it is a bit more of a faff. Everything's a bit more of a faff. That's caravan life for you. You're in a small space. Um, pretty much everything is just a bit of a faff, and washing up is definitely a bit of a faff. So I've tended to avoid cooking, and I must do it. People have asked me to do it. It should be a thing, cooking in the caravan. I did that Sunday lunch, and that went fabulously. That went really, really well. So it's not a problem to do it. I've got everything I need. I've got a good hob, a good grill, a good oven. They all work, and they all work well. They're gas, which I haven't had for a while, and obviously, any good cook. Actually, a good cook wants you want dual fuel, you want a gas hob, but you want an electric grill and oven. Mine are all gas, but that's grand. That's grand. I must start cooking more in the caravan and filming it. I mustn't get into. I'll give myself a bit of a pass because I'm new to all of this, and I'm new to being homeless. But I've got to pull my finger out and say, "Oh, I did the soup, didn't I? I've done the soup." And I need to make that again because that last batch of soup I made was utterly bloody fabulous. God, I adored it. Right, I'll do some soup. It's just, you think of the washing up and the kerfuffle and the hassle and the water topping up, and you think, sod it, I'll have a pot noodle. That's easy. But now, thanks to Andy, thank you very much, Andy, I've now got two aqua rolls. So the water situation is easier now than it was. Having two is, I wish I had bigger ones. I might even go to three. I think. And water, the water supply, it's just such a massive thing when you live in a caravan or camper or moho. You take it for granted in your house. Trust me, try van life. You don't take it for granted then. Headache of Truth question from Andrew Buttigieg. Your thoughts on the mating habits of the Indian Ocean deep sea slug? I know nothing about them, so I have no thoughts. Sherry, anyone can answer that. Is a carvery like an all-you-can-eat buffet that we have here in the US? And Matron's answered that. Boaty got creative with his CV when he was starting out as a singist. I bloody did. I bloody did. Headache of Truth question. If you could relive 1 year of your life, which year would it be? 1989. Would it? I just said that as an absolute reaction. See, now I'm thinking about sex. No, it would be 1989. Am I allowed to change things, Emma? Am I allowed to do things differently and change them a bit? Or do I just have to relive the year as it was? I'd probably still take 89. And that's odd that I would choose a year when I was still a virgin. Other than that, no, it would be 89. It would be 89. I would love to have that feeling again. In 1989, I felt, the fittest man on the planet. And I would like to feel that again and remember what that felt like. Remember the easy power. It's ridiculous. If you ever get to a state where you are, I don't know how to say this without sounding immodest. There's no humble way of saying it. But if you ever get to a state when you are like so elite that you are standout, you can kind of play games and you can do what you want. And that is an amazing feeling, an absolutely amazing feeling. So, for example, not a real life example, but just to let you know what I'm talking about. Imagine you were in a running race. You could give everybody else 10 yards head start, knowing that you could still win. Do you know what I mean? That's what I had in 89. I'd love to have that feeling. I would love to have that feeling again and appreciate it. Is that my stomach or is that aircraft in the sky? Yeah, I'll go for 89. Thank you very much. The music was good as well. Oh, and, oh yeah, I've just remembered some other things that happened in 89 as well that I would love to relive. Oh my God. Tour de Flanders 1989. Won by Edwig van Hooydonk, I think. That's my stomach. Bloody hell. I'm sure it was Edwig van Hooydonk. I could be wrong. But oh God, that was epic. I wasn't riding the Tour de Flanders. I was too young. Bloody hell. Weird noises. But I was out there in Flanders for it, and I ended up in a bizarre set of circumstances. Can I remember his name? Can I remember her name? A girl called Juliet Forden, not Fordham, who was a singer, Forden. Oh, beautiful girl, beautiful girl. And she and I ended up driving a Fagor team car, Johnny Carlson. Oh my God. Yeah. So we were just we were at the start of the Tour de Flanders. I obviously had nothing better to do that day. I was out there, but I obviously wasn't racing or whatever, because I was at the start of the Tour de Flanders. It's one of the massive spring classics. So I'm out there, I'm in the start area before the start of the race. Now, because I was, you know, then I've got access. It's not like I'm somebody in the public. So I remember that was the first time that I met my cycling, not my cycling hero, but my cycling, what's the word? I can't remember the word, you know, somebody that I based myself on, that I modelled myself on. His name was Guido Bontempi. He was riding for Carrera Inoxbran at that point. And that was my nickname, actually, on the bike, because I just emulated him. He had the same, or he's older than me, obviously. I had the same talents that he did, and I saw what he did with them. So I emulated him, and I used to race and sprint in the same way that he did. And I was just as dirty as he was, or possibly I was a dirty sprinter. There's no two ways about it. I deny it. I deny it, but I bloody was. I was a good bike handler. So if you're a good bike handler and you're a sprinter, then you're a dirty sprinter, because, you know, every little, but yeah. So we're milling about the start area. I remember having a chat with Colin Sturgis, who was riding for ADR at that point. Had a chat with Greg LeMond. Had a chat with Yatesy, Sean Yates. Just, you know, catching up with people I know, wishing them luck, blah, blah, blah. And ended up, Johnny Carlson, who I didn't know, Danish guy, rode for Fago. Who's Danish here? Stratospherian might know him. Johnny Carlson rode for Fago. And we ended up driving his team car. He said, "Can you?" And this was to Juliet rather than me. This was to Juliet rather than me, because I didn't know him. He didn't know me. He didn't know Juliet either. But she was a stunningly beautiful woman, and I mean stunningly beautiful. So they got chatting, and he asked her, would she drive his team car from the start of the Tour de Flanders, which was in a place called, forgive my pronunciation, Meerbeke, Meerbeke, something like that. I don't speak any Flemish, really. Could we drive his car from the start to the finish, or specifically the riders' showers at the finish, which was, I think, in Ninove, I think. But it was a fully fledged team car. It was a BMW. But it was a fully fledged team car with all of the, you know, all of the decals, roof rack, all of that. So me and Juliet, we got the experience of driving through Flanders in an official team car. And if you're driving an official team car in France or Belgium, then no rules apply to you. You can go through red lights, you can burp, you can speed, you can do absolutely anything you want. If the gendarmerie stop you, then it won't be to tell you off or to fine you or anything like that. It will be to ask you for a bit of team merchandise for their children or something like that. You are like God if you're driving a team car. Honestly, you're like God. It was an amazing day. Oh, thank you for reminding me about that. And we ended up Oh God, I'm trying to think now. I think we ended up in Brussels that night. I'm sure it was Brussels. Anyway, 89 was a fabulous year. I would be very happy to relive that. Thank you very much. Oh, and that would mean, what was her name? Oh, what was her name? What was her name? Um, Kirsty? I think it was Kirsty. Oh, God. The RTTC end of season dinner dance and trophy presentation when I won BBAR, British Best All Rounder. And I took Kirsty with, oh, God. Yes, 1989, please. Thank you. Hedgehog of Truth, how much did Nettie cost you? Where's my hedgehog? Well, buying her was £3,500, and since then I've paid, I don't know how much I've spent on it, more than £3,500, and there's going to be a lot more to spend, still yet to come. Did you bin the on-air sign? No, it's in that cupboard there. Will the community camper be a Bedford rascal? Asks Matt W. No, the community camper, which will be here in a few weeks, K Camper, is a 2012 Peugeot Boxer converted converted ambulance. An ambulance that has been converted into a fully off-grid weapon of a camper van. So definitely not a Bedford rascal. I will be getting a Bedford Bambi, but that won't be a community camper. That'll be a me thing. Well, it might be. It might be. I might share it for shits and giggles. In fact, probably whatever else comes, I'll probably be happy to share anything. Anything that comes in the future can be a community thing. The only thing that won't be a community thing will be Netty. Netty is mine and mine alone. Sorry about that. Anything else, you will be welcome to share. Oh, Hedgehog of Truth from Emma Lemon. What's the most common name amongst all of your pottering conquests? I've got no clue. That would take some working out. I haven't got a clue. I probably couldn't remember their names anyway, because as I've said before, because names can get duplicated, I didn't call them usually by their real names. I called them by where they were from. Because if I was casually seeing three people called Tracy, then you can get mixed up. So they'd be called Swansea, Cheltenham, and Newcastle. So I didn't get mixed up. So I've got no idea what the most common name was. No idea. Oh, but Matron's opening that up to the community. Right, I think I'm falling behind a bit in the comments. Emma's most common name is Chris. If I book tonight at Lickpenny, says Lincolnshire Links, could we share a bottle of wine? No. But we could share 2 bottles of wine because I require a bottle of wine all to myself. But we could definitely share 2 bottles. And you could appear on the live stream if you so wished. And hello, Links, by the way. Hello, Links. It would be fabulous to catch up with you. And that goes for anybody else. Oh, Matron's done it. Oh, God. Oh, right. Oh, well, you're all getting into this now. Okay. My willy is bigger than my nipples, says Matron. A quote to live life by. And I wish it could be tonight's live stream title. Well, your wish can come true. I will screenshot it. Are we allowed to use the poo pot in the community camper? Asked Mustard. Yes, totally. But when you return the community camper, the toilet must be emptied. So It's entirely down to you. You use it, you empty it, and you clean it, and you return it ready for the next occupant. So your choice. Oh, and Andrew Buttigieg says, yes, but he who dealt it must dispose of, said, yep, absolutely. Here's a good truth question from Simone. When was the last time you ate a croissant? I have never eaten a croissant. I don't think. No, I don't think I have. Pretty sure I've never eaten a croissant. Wouldn't appeal. Yes, Boaty, more cooking or even sandwich making. Hashtag van life. Yes, matron, I did think of your instructions. Yeah, I need to do that, and I will do it. Bring back Boaty's noshes, says Peter P. Yeah, I need to do this. You're not homeless, says Trawler Captain Grimsby. Houseless, homeless. Right, whizzing through. I know I've got what's it to deal with. Alan Simpson, good evening to you. Right, I'm going to catch up with the comments. I'm going to have the other half of my intermission, and then we'll push on through to the midnight hour. Alan Simpson. Who started him off about cycling? Asked Matron. Oh, I knew I'd get grief over that. Yes, it was Emma's fault. It was Emma's fault. Exactly. Ban her. Ban her. Please post pics from your cycling career, says Raven. I'd love to. Haven't got any. Haven't got any. There are hundreds. They must be in existence because there were loads. I haven't got any. The last pics that I had, oh shit, all of my pictures from the media, because this is pre-internet days. So all of the pictures from previous from printed media. My parents had those. Sasha had some of them as well, and I never got those back. The photos I did have, they went with the Welsh cottage because I forgot to bloody bring. Oh God! There's a story there. There's a story there. I wish I had them. There were going back to '89 and the BBAR presentation. A professional photographer whose name is Phil O'Connor took a particular photo of me during a time trial, and I would give a million. Well, I haven't got £1,000,000. I would give any amount of money to have a copy of that photograph. It was on the. I've never had a copy of that photograph. That's the thing. That's the weird thing, right? Now, nobody. My parents didn't take pictures. Nobody took pictures back then. You didn't have smartphones. You had to be a photographer to get decent pictures. So all of the pictures of me were taken by professional photographers. Now, in '89, in October, whenever it was, that presentation thing, there's a big board up with pictures of the big winners of, and there was a massive picture of me up there, and it was a sensational picture. And I remember looking at that and thinking, I've got to get a copy of that. I had no idea that I could look that amazing. It was taken in the UK, oddly enough, and weirdly, considering it was the best picture that was ever taken of me, it was taken on the K21 at an interclub event, not even a pro race. And I can remember, that event. The event wasn't important. It was a meaningless thing. It was an interclub on a weekday night. I had nothing else to do, just giving a bit of support. And this picture was taken, and I looked fucking incredible. I mean, it was in '89, so I was in the shape of my life. I was the most, oh, God Almighty. I was on the Peugeot low profile 26-inch front wheel, which was a Roval, if you don't mind, at that time. And my back was not only flat, it was almost pointing downhill. It was just a ridiculously good photo. I was in full flight. I would have been doing about 35 miles an hour in a full aerodynamic tuck. My legs looked huge. It was just an amazing photo. Fair play to Phil. And I would give anything to have that. But again, it's a long answer to a short doings. Haven't got any pictures. I can remember them. I can picture them in my head because I've seen them, but I don't have any. If I had them, believe me, I would love for you to see them, because you wouldn't believe what I used to look like. You would not believe what I used to look like. You only know me now as an old man. You wouldn't believe what I was like when I was 18, 17, 18, 19. You'd barely recognize me. Oh, how's time going? Oh, God. Oh, okay. Everybody's giving me grief because I'm talking about cycling. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll whiz through all of the griefs that I'm being given. Oh, Susanna Hoffs. Oh, it's Eternal Flame, #1 in '89. Bloody hell. Hedgehog of Truth. If you had to be locked in a prison cell with one member of the community for a whole month, who would you prefer it to be and why? Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Well, Emma, darling, not you, for lavatorial reasons. As I understand it, you do that in the cell, and I wouldn't. Oh my God. Oh, that's an impossible bloody question. I'm gonna have the other half of my intermission while I think about that. And it's Hedgehog of Truth as well, so I can't evade it. A member of the community from in a prison cell. Bloody hell. Oh, that's better. That's better. The wine is kicking in rather nicely now, and I'm getting very excited about my succulent Chinese takeaway. Okay, a prison cell for a month. Right. So if it's an actual prison cell, then I presume it's got to be a same-sex thing. So I will go for mustard, because we'd have a good laugh, he'd keep my spirits up, and he wouldn't bugger me. At least I don't think he'd bugger me. Oh, have I gone? No, I haven't gone. Don't think I've gone. What are all these things? Oh, you arse. You total arse. Right, well, let's do some doings while I think about it. And we will begin, somewhat belatedly, with the lovely Simone.
Good evening, Boaty. Could you please pound that box as if you found a poo in your toilet? Nobody should ever do that to a teddy bear. It's cruel.
Oh. Well done, Simone. Well done. That was a good one. Right then, it's just Sean's box tonight. We have been triple pounding, but tonight it is just Sean's box. One box, Welsh. Put the call, I think you'll find. £1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close, I tell you. And that will be the first, when it happens, that'll be the first full Sean's box in my homeless era. Who else have we got? Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh my God. Oh dear God. I looked nothing like that on a bike, Corrie. I looked absolutely nothing like that. I had better legs. I would never have worn those socks. I would never have ridden that bike. I had a much better position. But well done. Well done.
Hiya, Boaty. I hope you are well.
I am.
Can you please be the honour of pounding that box on my behalf?
Right.
And also, Boaty, while I'm here, tomorrow, keep an eye on your personal doings, your WhatsApp doings, please, on your personal phone. Thank you.
Oh. Well, thank you. And I certainly shall. You know I'm terrible at looking at my doings. At least if it's on my personal phone, I'm in with a shout. Just to reiterate, the community portable electronic telephonic device, I never look at that unless it's a live stream. So if you send something through on that, then I won't see it until the live stream. And during the live stream, I'm doing other things, so I probably won't see it then either. So I'll probably just never see it. Send it through to my personal phone. You're in with a chance. Although I'm so bad at, anybody who knows me, my dearest friends, they'll tell you that I am shit at, terrible at never mind responding to, even noticing messages and whatnot. Put it in a comment on the live stream. I'll see it. I'll see it. Right, it's a second pounding. We're going to get there even quicker, darlings. Oh, yes. If you want to get there quickly, go for the second pounding. That's what I've always said. Same box, different pound. 3, 2, 1. For Corrie, bosh. I would estimate that we are 2/3 of the way there. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe. Any more doings? Can't see. No, I think our doings are doinged. Right, that means that, what have we got? Time check. Oh, 11 minutes. 11 minutes of community fabulousness to enjoy. So I can just whiz through the comments now. We can jolly well power on to the bitter end. What am I going to do after the live stream? Well, I mean, I'm going to do eats and sleepies. But what am I going to watch? Maybe a Clarkson's Farm. I'm struggling with Clarkson's Farm this year, and it's not Clarkson. It's me. It's me. I'm a bit different. I don't do the since I've become homeless. I don't do the hangy around late at night, drinky, go to bed very latey. When the live stream's done, I tend to just grab supper and bugger off to bed. And because I'm getting up earlier, so I'm always knackered. I think it's a healthier way of doing it than Windy Bum used to be. I used to linger around far too late at night and send inappropriate messages that I would slightly regret the next morning. Don't do any of that these days. I lead a very wholesome life. I do the live. I'll have another glass of wine after the live, watch something on YouTube or a bit of Callan or something while I'm getting me supper, have me supper, go to bed, and I bet you these days I'm probably asleep before 1, pretty much all the time. Whereas before, I was never asleep before 2. But then these days, I'm bloody up at the crack of dawn. And if you'll see, dawn's crack in Matlock is something to be. Anyway, you surprised me when you told me that, Paula. But yeah, and good evening, Paula. Full of hope as always. The first record I bought was "Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick" by Ian Dury, and of course the Blockheads. Now, Paula, if you speak to cousin Helen, she is the ultimate blockhead. The ultimate blockhead. Oh yes, right. Community camper. The lovely Kay. She was a blue light emergency ambulance in Scotland. Uh, so yeah, she'll have a bit of history. That's nice, isn't it? I quite like that because I used to do the ambulance thing, not for all that long, and not entirely through choice, if I'm honest. Um, a weird and bizarre set of circumstances, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time on the ambulances. So yeah, it's lovely that I'm going to be reunited with one on your behalf, of course. Hmm. Right, I'm whizzing through now. Did your cycling career involve going through red lights? Asked Kieran Marsh. Well, yeah, because the roads were closed, so traffic lights can do what they want. When is the community meetup again? I missed the date. The 5th of July. Um, it's not next Monday, not the Monday after, but the Monday after that. 5th of July, 12 o'clock. The Hyde Hotel on the Baslow Road in Eastmoor is the address. Oh, good one. Alan Simpson. Hedgehog of Truth question. You name your cars. Did you ever name your bikes? No, never. It would never, ever have occurred to me. Never, ever. Never even. No, I've never even thought about the fact that I did. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, they were just. They would be. There'd be the road bike, the time trial bike, the track bike, the training bike. No, never ever got named. Did you do track stroke velodrome cycling, Boaty? Asked Dean Singer. Yes, I did. Does the community meetup involve community bunk night? Asked Kieran Marsh. Absolutely yes. Mark's walking vlog. Good evening. What bike number? I don't understand the question. 25th of June. I don't know, what day is that? 25th of June. 25th of June. Oh, that's Thursday. Well, it's a Thursday Lincolnshire link, so that's a work day. So it's fine, but I will be at work during the evening. So any wine consumption would have to be post work, and would have to be limited because I'll be knackered. So I'm not going to be staying up until 4 in the morning partying. But nonetheless, it would still be. Have you gone for it? Oh no, we don't need to read that one, do we? I got the full list of riders in the Tour de France in '89, and Jason Paddy Hughes doesn't appear in the list. Well, it wouldn't, Mark's Walking Vlog, for two reasons. Two reasons. One is I've never ridden the Tour de France, and two is that when I was racing, that wasn't my name. So two jolly good reasons there. Sherry, if you don't mind, say Sherry, I still need one more point of clarification about your marital affairs. Well, my marital affairs are quite simple. I've only ever been married once. I've only ever had one wife. So we can't get much simpler than that. Is Maggie the one you refer to as the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty? Yeah, absolutely. The one and only ever Mrs. Boaty. Others came close, but there was only ever one Mrs. Boaty, the wonderful Mags. And if you ever come across her, then she has paid me the compliment. Even after we divorced, she has kept my name. So she is still, to this day, Maggie Parry Hughes. She kept my name even after the divorce. She didn't want to lose it. And I'm quite touched by that, if I'm honest. Cousin Helen is indeed a blockhead. I don't know where Kay Kamper was an ambulance in Scotland, Alan, but Phil might have some insight. Oh, Stu says if you put the reg in, emergency vehicle nerds will have photo of it. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Getting some photos of Kay Kamper back when she was an ambulance. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. What name did you race under, Jason? Asked Dean Singer. Mark's Walking Vlog says, was your riding name Walter Mitty? No. Why would you have a different name for racing? Asked Trawler Captain Grimsby. Because I had a different name, full stop. I changed my name after my racing career. When is not a work night? Oh, only Monday. Only Monday, Lincolnshire Links. That's the only day that the restaurant is closed. We close on a Monday night. Other than that, it's always work. Jeff D, that is a great idea. You should frame a photo of Kay as an ambulance and put it up inside her. That would be a lovely thing to do. A lovely thing to do. I would love that, actually. If I ever get 5 minutes with nothing better to do, I'll try and find some where the emergency vehicle nerds hang out and see if we can get any insight onto Kay's career as an emergency vehicle. Oh, God. Digestive system completely falling apart now. Ugh. Right, and I suppose it is time to start saying our goodnight, isn't it? Those 2 hours have just flown by. They have absolutely bloody flown by. Unlike the 2 hours before them, which dragged on forever. God, it's been a long, hard afternoon stroke evening. The beginning and middle of the day were okay, but I don't do well with. I hate days off. I hate days off. I find them the hardest time. I cope best with work. And if I can't work, I need to be doing something because I can't do nothing. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it. I was in Windy Bum for 11 years. I had a front parlour, a nice front parlour. Never used it. I had a leather suite, never sat in it. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people sit and just look at the telly, and I can't do that. I look around me at the site, and people have amazing awnings and amazing setups, and they relax and they lounge in a chair and they sleep, or they sit inside and they watch a televisual. I can't do that shit. That's why I've not got an awning and why I'll never have one. How do people do it? How do people just Life is short. Life is so short. And people are willing to spend hours just sitting. I can't do it. I can't do it. The daytime nap thing, I can't do that either. I sleep when I have to sleep because I'm tired and because I need to rest for the next day. I can't sleep during the day. Days are for doing things. And that's why I really struggle with a night off at home. Don't get me wrong, time away from the restaurant is amazing. A night off is amazing if you're doing something. If you're just at home, oh my God, that's the worst thing ever, isn't it? It's awful. It's genuinely like torture. I would rather be tortured than to have like 4 hours of just not having anything to do. It's awful. It's awful. And you end up, oh God, it's just dreadful. It's just dreadful. Action is needed. The way that I work, I get up, I start work. Whatever kind of work that is, whether it's like unpaid work, like when I was running singles or whatever, but I'm working, I'm doing something. And I keep on doing that until it's time to go to bed. And that's the way that I can operate. You sleep or you work. Now, admittedly, these days, I do stuff in NETTY, and I do the live stream, but I categorize those as work. It's doing stuff. I've never, ever, in all of my life, I've never known how to sit and do nothing. I love the royal family. I've got the box set. It's in, I've got all the DVDs there. They're actually in NETTY. How do people do that? How do people sit around as a family just sitting staring at a television? And oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. That's why I mean, okay, I have televisuals now. I don't watch them, but I have them. 11 years in Windy Bum, I didn't have a television. Why would you have a television? What? Oh, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I can have stuff in the background when I'm doing something else, but oh, I couldn't sit and vegetate and scratch my balls while watching EastEnders and God knows what. Oh, dreadful, dreadful. That's why I like radio. Radio is great. You can have radio on and you can do stuff. And I've always said it. I'm not the first to say it. It's not original, but it's true. The pictures are better on radio. I love Formula One on radio. You'd think that that's mad, but I love it. And you can work while you're listening to it. And on that note, can I just say how absolutely bloody delighted I was that Sir Lewis Hamilton, a brother, if you're won on Sunday, I was so happy with that. That was really quite emotional. Right, I'm going to sod off. Oh, hang on. Are those really her? Peter P, are those really her? They can't be. They can't be. What's the reg? Are those really Kay Kamper? Are they? Or is that AI? Oh, the reg is the same? Yeah. Are those real, Peter P? You've not AI'd them up? Bloody hell. Right, if these are real, we have got pictures of Kay Kamper when she was a full-on emergency ambulance for the Scottish Ambulance Service. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, how amazing is that? And yeah, that's the reg. That's the reg. Hang on, let me forward them to Ange. Hold on, I've got to. Oh, hang on, I can. Oh, right. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. I needed to forward, didn't I? Ange, I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. This is amazing. If this is right, this is amazing. Right, hopefully that has worked because I'm on the. That is amazing, Peter P. That is utterly, utterly amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and Angie's saying, oh my God, photos of Kate in a working life. Oh, you've got them. You've got them. Peter P, you are fucking incredible. If you don't mind me saying so, Steve Bunce, and pardon the language. Oh my God. Oh, look at her. Oh, that is unbelievable. Peter P, all the blessings in the world need to be heaped upon you, my dear. How did you do that? You clever, clever man. That would have taken me 15 years and I would still have failed at the end of it. Oh, another. Oh, some more. Some more. Oh. Oh, and that one. Oh, you can see the member of. Oh, hang on. Let me forward that to Ange. There we go. Well, I could never have dreamt that that would happen at the end of the live. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I appreciate that you lot haven't seen them, and Peter might well share them in the Facebook group. Obviously, I will if he doesn't, but I'm sure he will, so that you can all enjoy them. He's probably done it already, knowing Peter. He's a jolly efficient man. Oh, there she is. Look at her. And yeah, she was the proper job, the full. Oh, and Ange confirms, yes, it's her, definitely. So you've never seen that, Ange? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. What an amazing thing. Oh, we will build up an amazing portfolio on Kay Kamper. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and Peter P, Ange, and no doubt Phil are super, super grateful. I mean, that's got to be amazing for Ange and Phil. Kay Kamper has been their home for 7 years. Oh, and yeah, Angie's saying never seen her in service. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's something special, isn't it? That is something special. That's really special. That's amazing. So we can kind of track her from her original service through to 7 years as Ange and Phil's home, and her future life as our community camper. And she will be pampered, and she will be cherished, and she will absolutely be kept going, and she will never go anywhere. That's one thing that, much like Netty, anything that comes into the community fold is coming for good, forever. Certainly for my lifetime, and I hope that when I go, somebody will carry on with them after I'm gone. They will be, they will be community legends that will live forever. I hope somebody will take it on. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Anyway, I'm going to be around for at least another. How old am I? I'm going to be around for at least another 75 years. So I'll deal with it for the time being. Right, let's get back into the comments. Oh, and so much love is going to Peter P. Peter P, you've done an amazing thing. You have done an amazing thing. Exactly, matron. Absolutely. Total legend. Total legend. Yes, good idea, Emma. Include the photos in the video. Absolutely. They will go in the introduction video for Kay Kamper. Oh, look at her. Oh, wow. That is amazing. That really is amazing. I had no idea she was Scottish. No idea. Okay. We'll have to figure out where she was in service. Yeah, we will well, we'll put Peter P and Alan has offered. Oh, you've booked Lincolnshire Links. Well done, well done. I couldn't book a site yesterday. I look forward to meeting you. Well, oh, the pics are on Facebook already. God, that was quick work. That was quick work. Well, okay, I am going to finish. We've had a few minutes of BAT. So head over to Facebook to see the pictures of your community camper when she was a blue light ambulance, emergency ambulance, and carry on the chat in there. Oh, Peter P, well done, mate. You really are pretty damn special. Right, I am going to start off at that point because, you know, eat, sleep is, you all need that kind of thing as well. But what a night. What an amazing night. And I can't wait to jump onto Facebook and see what's going on with those pictures. And can we figure out where she was in service? Can we, between us, or can any one person figure out where she was? Where did Kay Kamper do her ambulancing? Yeah, totally. Well done, Peter P. Right then, darlings, let me thank you all so much for tonight. I've loved it. I needed this. I so needed this. Thank you so much for your company. And let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night and a good day tomorrow. May the new day bring you joy, may it bring you pleasure. At the very least, may it be manageable. The candle will be relit tomorrow night, an hour later, 11 o'clock, and that will be Tuesday Night Live. I cannot wait to see you then. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me, and on that note, Pachoo! And indeed, oh yes, a community climax. Bosh. Good night, darlings. See you tomorrow. Love you lots, like jelly tots.